Tuesday nights, Masterclass in e-commerce. My name is Chris. I am from the Freedom Club. We are a community of coaches and students. We teach our students how to be successful in e-commerce, and we've taught thousands. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. Thousands of students have been in this platform learning from us. These are just some of the results that we've got. If you want to work with the best and make money, click on the link in the description of this video, going to the Freedom Club, and you can join in here and have a book a call with one of our sales team to get access for yourself, just like the students who will be in this call in just a couple of minutes have done. And I'll be helping them all out. If you do have questions over on YouTube, please do feel free to let me know in the chat. And if you are in e-commerce and you want to make more money, one of the things that I teach people about constantly is having the right email platform to use. Now, I use OmniSend. There's a link in the description of this video. OmniSend is my secret weapon for how I make at least 30 to 40% of my profits, which is a lot more of my revenue. If you're not using emails correctly, please start with an email service that can actually deliver emails. My deliverability rate is about 60%, and my click-through rate about 4 to 5%, which is unheard of in e-commerce. So this is the place to be if you want to learn how to actually, steamroll your emails to make more money. And the link is in the description to get you started with OmniSend today. Without further ado, it is time for me to bring the students in. So let's do that now. Welcome, Freedom. Let me start again. Welcome, Freedom Clubbers, to Tuesday night's Masterclass. My name is Chris. I am the head. I can't even speak tonight. I am the head of education here at the Freedom Club. My job is to train you guys and to train the trainers and to keep the training coming. Sup, Daniel? This is a masterclass. We are going to be going over your Facebook ad accounts, going over your stores, going over your products, going over your emails if you want. Whatever you need help with, let me know and I'll do my best to help. That's what I'm here for. That's my whole thing here. If you guys just give me a moment, I will get this underway. Yes, hello. I'll say hellos again because I can't remember who I said hello to. Hello, Daniel, Priya, Abby, Amy, Andy. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Let me get you guys all move over to this screen here and start sharing my other screen. Marketing reviews. Let's waste no more time. Moving down, we're gonna start with Amy, who is in the chat. Sup, Renee? Sup, Josh? Welcome, Chris. Hope you're good. I am okay. Hey, do you guys like my new shirt? It was the team's decision that we should all start wearing founders shirts. Well, you call this a founders shirt or freedom shirt? It was the founder's idea that we all start wearing freedom shirts. Let's get it right. All right, Amy, can I take a look at your ad data for Home Vibe? You've 2 campaigns, 1 scaling, 50 a day, and 1 testing. You've set up a Black Friday ad set, and there also a ad set testing and concept. Should you move any of the winning ads from testing ad set into scaling and then create a new ad set, testing, or new concept? That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's have a look. Let me see if I can find your account. Did I say hello, Florian? I thought I did, but I can't remember. Home Vibe. Here we go. Can you guys see that? All right. We got Steam Cleaner. This one. The Steam Cleaner that I wasn't sure if it would work, and it's definitely working. But we got to get this cost per purchase down a little bit to get you some more profit, right? That's the goal here. So what I'm seeing, so we got Advantage, Plus, and we got Testing. Cool. CPM on your scaling campaign is very, very low, which is a really good sign. 20 is just incredibly low. And that means that your click-through rate, it doesn't have to be that high to get decent cost per clicks, but can you imagine what you could do if your click-through rate was like 3? If your click-through rate was 3 your cost per click would be more like what I'm getting on Homecraft, like 80 cents. That's where we want to get to. So while these results are good and promising, I feel like we've got a little bit of a ways to go to get that CTR up. Do you understand how that works? So go over these numbers. Facebook is charging you this. This is your petrol price. It's saying you're getting $20 per liter here. So you're getting, for 1,000 views, costing you $20. So people seem to like the product and they like the experience on your website, and it seems to be a general thing that there must be demand for, because the CPM is low, which is really what we're all aiming for. We would all love a low CPM. Now, because your CPM is low, to reach 1,000 people is only costing $20. But if we can make your ads a little bit better, and when we reach 1,000 people, if a few more people clicked, this cost will go down a lot. So let's take a look in your scaling campaign and see what's going on. We have, in terms of ad spend, $900 spent on the scaling campaign. So that's what I'm going to focus on here. And look, it's got the best results at $43 a purchase. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's freaking awesome. $43 a purchase for, how much is this thing? Oops, don't duplicate. Don't do that. How much does this thing cost? We'll go and have a look inside the ad set in a second. $149, which means you're buying this for around about $40, $50. So you're making a good profit here. Well done. Well done. I like $40 a purchase. I don't know how much better we can do. We can try. So you're getting a click-through rate of 1.7 more or less, which is actually really good. And the CPM is very low. In terms of ads, let's have a look where we're spending the most money. $541, so nearly all of the budget is getting spent on C2. Let's have a look at C2. $65 ruse on eBay plus $43 for your Facebook is, you're still making $50 profit per order. Now I can get you this cheaper if you want. You just have to come and have a chat with me and the supplier, and we can get you this way cheaper, probably. So come have a chat with me on that link there. Just remind me that you're from Home Vibe, you're selling the Steam Pro mop, and we'll have a chat with the supplier and see what we can find. We should be able to help you out here. So.
Still scrubbing your home for hours? Meet the cleaner that works in seconds. The Home Vibe Steam Pro is your all.
Great. You want to know what I've been doing? So. Oh, you messaged me and the supplier yesterday? I can't keep up, everybody. I don't know what's going on. That's good. You have a chat from an old product? Terrific. All right, so ads-wise, your ads are pretty good. I mean, I'd give this a good solid, maybe 6, 7 out of 10. What we're missing here is quality, and this is good to get you going. And I'm excited because this is getting you $40 purchases. That's great. I think it's time to go purchase some UGC. That's what I think. If we could purchase some UGC. Oh, Amy, can you tag me in the chat there? If you do that right now, I can double check. Oh, I think I need to add someone else in here. I think I see it. Amy T for Phil. Yeah, we need to add someone in here. 1 second. I'm fixing this up for you. Here we go. Sorted. Sup, Damon? Some of the ads are UGC. They don't seem to work as well as the others you created. Which one is UGC that I can have a look at? You mean C5? That's a terrible UGC ad. I hope it wasn't Freedom. I'm sorry, Freedom, if it was. So let's have a look at why. Whenever an ad doesn't work. I want you guys not to, don't just accept it. I mean, we can't, we can change it. We can edit things, right? What does this one do that the other one doesn't?
Spotless home without harsh chemicals. Enter the Home 5 Steam Pro. This thing blasts high pressure steam. The Qantas spotless home without harsh chemicals.
Want a spotless home without chemicals. That's what's not working. But what is working?
Still scrubbing your home for hours?
Okay. So those are two very different hooks that are working. So Amy, first of all, when you buy UGC, you're not wasting your money because you're getting, and hear me out here, guys, because you're getting clips that you can use. Now, the first angle that you might get might not be a winning angle, but that's okay. We have so many tools at our disposal now. I have, for one of my brands, gotten about 10 mediocre UGC ads that I was really not happy with. And we were able to edit them together and to create some really stunning ads that have worked really, really well. So you can use, I'm not a big advocate for AI ads anymore. I feel they're pretty crap, but they are pretty good at voiceovers, and they are pretty good if you can come up with a new script. You can, download the voiceover and put that into your what do you call it? Your what are we using for editing these days? CapCut. Yeah, CapCut. Splice it all into CapCut. Make yourself new videos based on the clips that you paid for, because no one else has those clips. These are yours. Where's C5? So what we do is we take our UGC. If you got it from the Freedom Club, you should have got raw video files as well as this edited one. I take the ones without any text here. I actually have a good video editor who puts them for me together. I can give you my video editor if you'd like. Would you like my video editor if you haven't got him already? And what you do is you give him all the clips that you've got. You tell him your competition, you tell him roughly what you want, and he'll go make a script. He'll give you lots of different scripts, lots of different versions to go and try and find the hooks that work. In this situation, we got a hook that works. The original ad, which was not needing to scrub, that's a really good hook for this. And it's been tested and people are liking that. So now we're going to make more ads around that, not wanting to scrub anymore. Where is he? Bear with me. Mohammed, you haven't used him yet? I'll drop his link in here anyway. Where is Mohammed? View profile. Where's the view profile button for you? There he is. Now, for anybody else who needs to repurpose clips to make new ads, you can use this guy as well. Let him know that Chris sent you and that Chris is a great guy and says that he does great work and that he should give Chris free videos. All right, so C5 didn't work, but C12 has that don't want to scrub vibe.
Need the cleaner that works in seconds? The Home 5 Steam Pro is your all-in-one high-pressure steam cleaner for every surface in your home. Blast away dirt and grease in seconds. No chemicals, no scrubbing, just pure steam power that kills 99.9% of germs instantly.
So we can do that way better. And then that versus the clips that you got from Freedom.
Qantas spotless home without harsh chemicals. Enter the Home 5 Steam Pro. This thing.
Some of these clips are really good.
Steam that kills 99.9% of germs. No toxins, no residue. I use it on floors.
It sounds like a late night infomercial ad, and it just, as soon as you hear that kind of vibe going on, your brain turns off. That's why this one didn't work. So get you more of those ones that do work. I'd like you to pop them in the ad set here. What's C1? What's this one doing? Oh, hell yeah.
Watch grease and grime vanish in seconds.
That's another good angle for you.
Watch grease and grime vanish in seconds.
Watch grease and grime vanish in seconds. And look at the dirty kitchen here. It looks dirty. It's not actually dirty. It looked dirty from the first few seconds I looked at it, but it's not actually.
Introducing the home vibe steam, the high pressure steam.
Yeah, Mohammed can take these to the next level for you, honestly. So what have we got here? We've got C2 having spent $541 and C1 getting $16. And we've got C3 here with $68 purchases. Quality ranking is all average. Now, average is great. Most people don't even see average for the quality ranking. And you get above average in all these categories, which is great. What can we do here? We want to be careful, but also I have questions that can only be answered by testing. So you're right, C13 has gotten a few sales the last few days. All right, let's check that one out.
Still scrubbing for hours just to fight tough grease and grime? No matter how hard you scrub, that stubborn grease just won't.
If these ads are getting sales, Muhammad's ads are going to really help. The question I have, and wait, C3. Let's have a look. I don't know if that's doing you any good. It's $68 a purchase. It'd probably be better to put that traffic elsewhere. It's got it's amongst your highest of cost per clicks. At $2 per link click, its CTR isn't that great, so I'd probably kill that one off personally. I'd much rather the money gets spent on ads that perform better. Now, the question that I have is one that can only be answered through testing. All right. Oh, we got a question here. Andre on Google. What's the most amount of money I've made in a month? Dude, if I told you that, it'd make you feel sick. Basically, during COVID, one of my stores absolutely went off, and we were I had 4 crafting stores running. I think it was 4. Home Craftology, Paint Craftology, Scratch Craftology, Thread Craftology. I don't think we had Puzzle Craftology at that point. I think those are the only stores that I had. Each store, like Homecraft was doing 20 grand a day. Each other store was doing $10,000 in revenue per day. Now, multiply that by 30 days. That's how much money I made in a month. But those are crazy times. And that lasted for a long time. At least 12 months. Life was good. All right, so the question that I have that can only be answered through testing, what happens if we turn C12 off? Well, you know what? I wouldn't even do that. $45 a purchase, you're flying. We don't want to turn it off. So turn C3 off. Let's have a look at this on Thursday once C3 is turned off. As for what you should do, rather than messing around, for me, if this was my account, I'd actually just turn testing off. It's not really doing anything for you. Black Friday, I'd leave that one on just to test these out for a little bit longer. I'd turn off the tough stains for the moment because you don't really need it. $100 per purchase, it's not really working. Tough stain angle just didn't work. Turn that one off. Stop wasting your money there. What I would be doing is I'd let this go with what I said, and then my focus would be on Muhammad getting some really better quality videos up there that don't look like ads, don't feel like ads, more like they have to feel native to the platform, like a UGC, like someone is actually like talking to a friend. That's what we're aiming for. That's what I've been doing on this account, Amy. You're going to do great. So make those changes. Work with Muhammad, and I'd be working on, rather than tweaking your ads, what can we tweak here? What are some of the things that we can change on the website that might lift this up and do even better? Things like, can we now work on getting a better logo here? Well, would that help? Can we add some of the UGC video right here, like as like a bit of video content? Can we add something here around the testimonials to bring them up, to uplift them, to make them more eye-catching? Can we do something around the what do you call it? The Oh no, you got the 30-day money back guarantee. And then, like always, of course, can we do something without emails? Can we make money with our email system? And that comes with tweaking. How do I know if your product is bad or if you're just bad at ads? Give me a look at your product. I know you can't post the link there, so let me give you, if you can post your link to my subreddit here and let me know once it's there, I will take a look at your product and I will let you know what I think. ATNC Media. Finding the best winning ads and putting them into scaling campaign. How do you, after finding the best winning ads and putting them into a scaling campaign, how do you test new ads? New ABO? Yeah, I have one campaign for testing and one campaign for scaling. Inside my testing campaign, it's an ABO, so ad set level budget optimized campaign, and each angle in there is what I test, and the good results of that go into my scaling campaign. Sometimes you can just scale the actual ad set that's doing well inside your testing campaign. Sometimes that's all you need. Okay, Renee, can we look at my pause? Don't know where to go from here. You're feeling very deflated. Started a new scaling campaign. Redid C13. Your old campaign, you used the audio from your old UGC. You've been testing a new product, but you've paused until pay the landing page more attention. My pause. Let me see if I can find your ads. Okay. Perfect trimmer. Easy to use for all pet owners. Ultra quiet, waterproof. Built-in LED light. Cordless, rechargeable. You've been trying to get another product up and running. Look, there's a lot of people running this product at the moment. Could it be demand has just dried off? It could be. Demand may have dried off. Dried up. However, we say that safe trimming between groomers. Quiet motor keeps pups calm. Lightweight design for control. All right, give me a second. I just want to compare this because I think I have another account. I'm not going to show the other account on my screen because it's someone else's. I think I have another account here that's selling the same product. And I just want to tell you if theirs is working or not. So give me a second. You duplicated your paw trimmer campaign, changed the media on your ads. Some sales came in, was profitable. Meta wasn't picking up the sales. You assume this was because you duplicated your other product campaign. You haven't had any sales in the current campaign. You've updated the photos of the last night, only showing the first 3. Okay. One second here. Bear with me, guys. The account that I was thinking about isn't this exact product. It's not this exact product. It is another dog product, but not this one. So you think at the moment they're profitable? This one? Okay. Combined, what do we got here? Let's have a look. We got $27 purchases for the paw trimmer. Okay, yeah, that's middle of funnel though, right? So your middle of funnel is profitable. At 3 times ROAS, great. Then we got paw trimmer, new scaling. Look, when things are difficult on my ad accounts, and what I mean by difficult is, oh, hold on, I've got some. Everyone who's messaging me on YouTube, just hold on. I'll answer those questions shortly. I'm just going to finish this off. So Renee, we've got paw trimmer scaling. I have the odd account that just stops working and I got to start again. It happens. It happens every now and again. When I'm in this situation, and I've been in this situation before, sometimes I find it better to turn middle of funnel off. Sometimes Facebook can just have hammered your middle of funnel, especially if you've been coming down in your ad spend a little bit and you've been trying hard to become profitable. Your actual middle of funnel audience might not have the hottest people in there. And sometimes I find I had to do this on Homecraftology like 3 months ago. I turned middle of funnel off. I may turn it back on later on, but I just turned it off. And the reason I turned it off is to allow my top of funnel to actually do the retargeting for me for the meantime and to claw back some of those sales so that its average cost per purchase goes down and it starts performing better. And then once I've had more and more and more people in my actual audiences, then I might turn retargeting back on. Renee, does it have anything to do with some payments not going through a little? Is Meta affected by that? Well, Meta will be triggered once the purchase happens, the purchase event, which gets fired. If they haven't actually purchased, if it hasn't gone through, Meta won't get the sale. Rhonda, I'm happy to do yours in the scaling call. I think that would be better. And that way you can keep your website details a little more closed off and not broadcast them all over if you want. You meant your payment. No, that shouldn't. If you haven't paid your Facebook bill and you had to restart, the only thing that happens, right? Look, this happens to me too. Every now and again, out of nowhere, my Homecraftology bill will fail to pay. And I'm just like, come on, money in the account, money in PayPal, sort your shit out, Facebook. And I won't know until I wake up in the morning, and then I won't know until I've actually had breakfast, had my coffee, and looked at my Facebook account. So let's just say it's 11 a.m. If I go and pay my Facebook bill, Facebook will spend my entire daily amount in only a few hours, and that can have trouble. So if you're only advertising to Australia and your Facebook bill fails to pay at some point during the day, don't pay it until like until midnight that night. That's my advice there, because otherwise it finds really lukewarm people to show your ads, and it can screw it up. Okay, now Paul Trimmer, new scaling. CPM is $40. That's not too bad. I want to look at your performance in clicks. CTR 1.44, we can work with that, but your cost per click is really quite high. Just give me 1 second. Let me do a comparison here. Your CPM's right where it should be. Your CTRs aren't that great. Quiet, safe, stress-free, at-home grooming made easy. See, it's not apparently obvious what we're selling here because we don't really have the visual of cutting the hair. It's a thing, there's a dog paw, and I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just you need to be so painfully obvious in ads. Quiet, safe, stress-free grooming. What did this one get you? Wait a second. Yeah, 2% click-through. That's pretty good. That's what we're talking about. And this one is a very straightforward ad. Quiet, safe, pet-free grooming. Fantastic. Okay, this one's struggling at 0.3% click-through. What does this one say? Come on, Facebook. Come on. You can do it. We'll refresh and see if it wants to play ball. You want to step into Ecom? What would be your advice? Go over to the freedomclub.com, so freedomclub.com, and have a look at what we do. We can probably help you get where you want to be. This is my 13-year-old Cocker Spaniel who never lets me touch his feet. Only pedicure he's had in his lifetime. Is that a good enough? I think it's too. I think it's too indirect, personally. Whereas if you have the primary text, and we do have some EM dashes which I would definitely get rid of. I'm not going to press save or anything, but I would say something like this. I trim the dog's hair at home with this awesome device. Something like that. So people know straight up what they're actually looking at. And then they've got the review. Never lets me touch his feet. The only pedicure he's ever had in his lifetime, and it's all because, don't say this product. My paws. Whatever we call this thing. Yeah, adding a little bit of flavor. It's the Perfect Paws trimmer. All because of the Perfect Paws trimmer. It's amazing what language can make a big difference. Now, in terms of, is this a carousel? Is that what this one is? And this carousel ad, good purchases on this one. $50 spent. Yeah, we could just get those link clicks up on that one. It'd be really, really, really good. So how else can we improve this one? What else will get those link clicks up? Because the results on this one are pretty good, aren't they? Like $13 purchases. I'd probably make the second image a little bit more dog themed. And then I'd add more images, add more dogs. You have you already got their attention, but you're showing me this boring thing, and then all I got is this. No. Oh, is this actually not a carousel ad? I thought it was. No, it is. It is a carousel ad. Yeah, add more. Get that carousel going. Okay, what else we got here? C51. Let's take a look. Is that one performing? Spent $54. 2%. Yeah, that one's not too bad. Why is that cost per click so high though? That's not too bad. C49 can go. C36. Let's take a look. Let your fur babies live their best healthy life. Safe plates for Nick. It's not really what this is for, is it? Wouldn't you say something more like easily trim your dog's hair at home? Perfect trimmer, the viral, and the image is not too bad. I think. I mean, it's not great. If I'm buying a dog product, I don't need to see a human face. I want a dog. Personally. I don't know, maybe we turn that one off. How's it performing? 1.68, $2.31. Yeah. It's borderline on that one. And this is the kind of, like, I do this kind of analysis when I'm looking at my own ads too. So I don't just do this for you guys. This is how I think when I go through my ads. Let your fur baby live their best healthy life. Again, I'd probably change that. Stress-free grooming, that's not bad.
This is the sharpest and most flexible pet shaver.
Yeah, pretty good ad there. C18. Oh, why is the CTR is so bad? Oh, it's only spent $12. That CTR could pop up really, really high after the next $10 in ad spend. So we don't know until this one gets more spend. C9, which is taking all of your spending with $29 purchases. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we can sort of trim some of the fat off here. C9, getting all of your spend for a $2.85 click. This to me looks like if we can change this in some way, like when I say change it, I don't mean turn this ad off. It's performing, it's getting the spend. So Facebook is saying that this ad is the most engagement. So you don't want to turn this one off. What we want to do is take this idea and make it better. Does your pup have grinchy paws. What's a grinchy paw? Turn those grinchy paws into perfect paws. What's a Grinch? Oh, you mean like a, do you mean like an actual Grinch? You know what I'd do? I'd wonder what this ad would look like if you put the Grinch's paw in there. Get rid of the EM dashes. I think you got here a winning concept. I think you got a winning concept here. I think now you got to take this concept and make it a much more clickable ad. And you can make your headline smaller. You could say stress-free grooming, 50% off. Squeeze it in there, get more bang for your buck. But this, to me, this is your biggest opportunity right here. Biggest opportunity. So again, don't turn it off. It's performing well. We just want to see if we can make a new updated version that does even better. That's the goal here, right? Okay. Renee, I think you got your work cut out for you. Let's take a look at the next question. Miguel, can I please analyze your most recent ad campaign for Relax Air under Aussie Outlet? Thank you very much. Let me just grab. Do I have time to look at the other product? Yeah, I have time. Let me pull it up again. Is it the Clean Ride seat cover? The only thing is, I've seen this product work and I've seen this product not work. The one that did work had the bed in the middle of it. ATN for testing new ad sets. Is it one ad per ad set? Hell no. Hell no. That's not going to work anymore with Andromeda. One ad per ad set is what I would only advise that to people who were running their very first ads ever. If you've got some ads that are up and running, you definitely only want to be testing with multiple ads in an ad set. You're uploading the bed at the moment? Cool. Yeah, look, I know this product works. I've had a student who's done really well with this product. I've seen the competitors doing well with this product. But only the one that has the bed as the upgrade. But for whatever reason, this looks like a good one. I can't wait to see the results of this. Yeah, this is good, Renee. This is really good. Okay. Miguel, Aussie Outlet. Okay. We are testing the travel cushion. $500 spent. Oh. Yeah, that's not working. Okay. This is easy. Pivot. This definitely needs a pivot. I'm sorry this one didn't work. Like I see a lot of stuff that works. And
Tired of chairs that
I
leave
thought
you
this would have
sore,
worked.
stiff or aching? You're not alone. The Relax Air cushion relieves pressure where it most hurts, giving you soft balance.
We tried different angles. We tried the landing page angles. This one is really unfortunate because it had all of the markings of something that would have worked. Did we get any add to carts at least? Did we get anything at all? We got the one sale, but did we get? Where are my columns? Cart. Actually, whose was this? Miguel, if you're on the call, Miguel, can you please send me a screenshot of your statistics from Shopify? Oh. 9 add to carts, eh? 9 add to carts. Okay, we got 150 link clicks and 9 add to carts. I don't want to learn how to do it, Google. Just tell me what it is. 6%. Oh, okay. Mate, I could have been wrong. I could have been wrong here. Because we have 9 add to carts. We have 3 checkouts. The CPM is quite high. The CPM will come down over time. It will come down on this one. At this stage, did you do any other testing? We did travelers. Why are we going broad? Why are we going broad? We had $87 per purchase for the frequent travelers. We should probably be doing frequent travelers. You had one big sale. Oh, sweet. Oh, well, some of those sales from you. I need to see below that. I need to see the add to cart rate. I need to see the checkout rate and the conversion rate. So scroll down that a little bit and send me one more photo. I want you to turn off. None from you. Yeah, scroll down a little bit and show me the full screen. I want you to turn off broad testing. Broad's not working right now, but frequent travelers was working. Take some of these video ads, V1 and the other ones, and V2, S3, whatever they are, put them into broad, into frequent travelers here. Put it to $20 a day and let it run until Thursday, maybe even $30 a day, just to give us a little bit more data here. But what is going on here? Okay. Miguel, do you see the problem? You tested audiences back. Look, so you could have an audience for travelers for a product that is not branded for travelers, and it would work. Right. Have you been running ads to, I hope, this? Okay, you pivoted audience. I want you to go back. I want you to try the travel audience for now. Just for a short test. If this doesn't work over the next couple of days, then we need to pivot. But I just want you to just try it for a couple of days. Yep, that's cool. That was my advice too. I like that. Changing the product to appear to a broad audience is great, but we could still have a targeted ad audience. For example, I've got a bag that I sell. It's an anti-theft sling bag. My campaign on Facebook says for travelers, but on the actual landing page, we don't mention traveling. We have some ads mentioning traveling. We have some ads mentioning commuting. We have some ads mentioning other things. So the landing page is a little bit broader. And we do hit some of those notes for the travelers though. but we don't necessarily say this is only for travelers. And that's what we want this thing to be, because this is great for traveling, but also it's just great for sitting anywhere. I kind of want one for my chair. All right. Buy one, buy two. Let me add to cart. There's nothing wrong here. Oh, get rid of this for me. Turn this completely off. This is probably why the sales aren't coming through. For whatever reason, this isn't working on your store. I guarantee, okay, I don't guarantee. I nearly guarantee that if you turn this off, you'll probably get more sales. I nearly guarantee it. Let me just test your PayPal. PayPal. Good, your PayPal is working. You made new ads in the broad ad set. Do you add those to the frequent traveler ad set? Turn those on? Absolutely. That's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to run that until Thursday. So that gives you tomorrow. Well, that only gives you tomorrow and Thursday. See how you go with that. See how that performs. And get rid of the one-click upsell immediately. And make sure that your pop-up is working. Make sure that your pop-up has a good sign-up rate of at least 5% or more. And if your pop-up doesn't have a good sign-up rate, that's the next thing we need to fix. Kelly, you've been watching replays in the background while you're patiently waiting for UGC. Can I please have a look at your website? All right, Revibe. Nice. Nice. Very, very nice. You're welcome, Miguel. We'll get this running. We'll get this working. And buddy, if this doesn't work, I'll help you find your next product. It could be in the traveling niche, and you could just be selling the seat cushion as an upgrade. But we'll get you there. We'll get you there. Listen, I know that it feels like it's hard because this isn't easy, but anyone can do this, and it just takes the mindset that you're not going to lose. And trust me, I've had a lot of failures, but my God, it only takes one win. Just one win to reach that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 80K a month. Just keep going. Just keep going. I've got I've got 4 stores up and running. I'm just about to launch another one right now. I usually have about 4 stores going at a time. So I know what I'm doing, but not every store that I launch works. Awesome. Good to hear, Miguel. All right, 1 belt, 6 life-changing benefits. Pretty good. Good images that don't look like ChatGPT. I like that. Oh, how it works. Well, how it works. Very, very nice. Okay. Kelly, this is looking pretty good. Well done. Look, look at that. Add to carts. We just got to get add to cart rates up, I think. How do we get you add to cart rates up? It could be price, but we don't want to go too low. Look, I think I need more data. We only had 183 sessions. Kelly, I want to keep a close eye on this. So keep popping these in these calls. I can't wait to see how this looks after a few more days. That's looking, that's November, only November 1 till 8. I can't wait till UGC comes in. This could be a huge win for you. Good job, Kelly. All right, Theodora. Bright Minds. Have a look at the ad account. I don't know if I have Bright Minds. You have no data for November, but you have data from September. Andy, do you get rid of the upsell from your store? That was just for Miguel. If you are finding that you're getting look, so I'll go over some percentages for you guys. In terms of what's healthy, I don't know if Homecraft's the best one to show. Bear in mind that my store, along with a lot of your stores, perhaps have been hit with the most amount of bot traffics that I've ever seen lately. Okay, so some of these stats are not going to be great to look at. They're not going to be my target, perhaps. I haven't even looked at these for a while. Let's have a look. So, considering a lot of this is bot traffic, not too bad. Not too bad. The kind of things that you want to be hitting, this is my health check for any store. The add to cart rate has to be at least 5%. Most of my stores, the add to cart rate is around about 8-9%. Most of the stores. 6% for Homecraft, it's pretty good. Considering the amount of traffic that I'm sending to this place, pretty good. You can see here 2,401 came from China, 1,707 and 1,113 came from Singapore. I don't even advertise in China or Singapore, so that's like 5,000 people out of this that didn't actually come to my website through ads. So my add to cart rate will be higher than 6%, but 5% is the minimum add to cart rate we need. If your add to cart rate is below that, it means there's one of a few things, right? Either your price is too high, or the perceived value is too low, or the trust isn't there. It can't be any other thing other than those three things. Or number 4, it can be one more thing other than those three things. Number 4 is the benefits of your product aren't inherently clear. For reach checkout, this should be anywhere between 2.5% to 4%. Even higher if you have a store that converts it even higher. I've got some stores that convert at like 4%. So my reach checkout is like 5 or 6% for those stores. They're ridiculous. But with most stores, the more money you spend on ads each day, the lower add to cart rate, reach checkout rate, and conversion rate you will have. That's just how it works, because the more money you spend on your ads, the more people you're pulling in who might not be so hot or warm for your product. So reach checkout, we want 2.5 to 4%. Well, at least 2.5%. For completed checkout, this has to be at least 2%. For a healthy store, for you to make money, at least 2%. So this allows us to paint a bit of a picture. Like, for example, for Miguel, his add to cart rate was at 9%. When I did the numbers, when I compared his click rate to his add to cart rate, 9%. So people had buyer intent. They wanted to buy his product, but his conversion rate was sitting well below 1%. So I knew, looking at his store, something's wrong between add to cart and checkout. Now we had, I think, about 2% rich checkout from the stats. So, Renee, I've got some ideas for that too. So one of the things that we had to do for him was reduce the friction between adding to cart and checking out. And that friction was that pop-up. You guys know what it's like when a pop-up happens. You get confused. You wanted to buy this $89 thing. A pop-up is saying, now you got to pay $120. You could read what's going on there, but you probably get distracted, and you probably it's more than you wanted to spend, and the endorphins are gone, or you got distracted, or you just didn't want it that badly. We want to try and get the person who, what's the word we're looking for? People who buy on instinct, people who buy, I can't think of the word, but that's what we want. Whatever that word is supposed to be. What is that word now? Maybe you guys can put it in the chat if you know what I'm trying to say. Renee, you're saying your conversions rate is at 3.22% and you're on Struggle Street. So that's because your product, the profit on your product is not enough. And I've got a store just like that. I got a store that converts really well, but my profit is not high enough on that product to make money. And that's where we got to have other things. We got to try and increase the basket size. So trying to make, you got 6% added cart, 5% reach checkout, 3%. Okay, so I see a disparity there between the number of people who reached checkout and the number of people who actually checked out. It's nearly half. Now that's somewhat healthy, but you can do better. And how do you do better? Your emails. Your emails. Your average order volume has been improving lately, which is related to the product landing page. Yeah, that's how we do it. The reason why Homecraftology is so healthy for me is because my products, I have a lot of different products here at different price points. So my average order volume is what, $54 US, so that's about $80 Australian. It's costing me around about $30, maybe $25, $30 Australian per purchase, so I can make profit on that. Plus, my email list just keep coming back. So it's all about, if your conversion rate is decent and you're not making money, it's about average order volume. And we just have to put in strategies in place to one of two things: either increase the average order volume or increase the frequency that people come back and buy something else off you. If that means you got to go find another product to sell in your emails that is more of a use it and then get it again type of product for dogs, maybe a flea collar or maybe a paw cleaning product, or some sort of a dog deodorizer. Renee, what have you got here? Let me have a look here. I've only got a couple of minutes left, guys, before I'm already late for my next call, but I will try and answer this question. So these are good. Your open rates are not outstandingly great, especially for product abandonment and checkout abandonment. These should be at around about 50 to 60%. They're not bad, but they're not great. But your revenue, 3 orders from 13 clicks, we could do better. So you might want to maybe have a think about the offer you're sending people inside the abandonment flows. You might want to think about adding in, I'm assuming you've got cart abandonment because you've got abandoned checkout and product abandonment. I'm assuming you've got cart in there. Adding a couple of more emails to each of your flows might help. Homecraftology has 8 emails in the welcome series, 3 emails in each abandonment series. So that adding the extra emails may help, but also testing out different offers. So you're missing the cart abandonment. Yes, checkout is different to cart. Checkout is very different to cart. It's a whole other step. A cart abandonment is when someone's added the product to cart. A checkout abandonment is when they've tried to check out and haven't succeeded. A browse abandonment is when they've looked at your product, but they haven't purchased. Yes, it is. It's through OmniSend. Just go and make a cart abandonment thing. Now, with your open rates, we may want to have a look at your campaign subject. Sorry, not your campaign, but your subject lines for each email. Your click rate's very, very good. But with better subject lines, we can land your emails into the inbox. But open rates, look, let me show you Homecrafts. And then I'll show you how I did it. I'll make this really quick, guys, because I got to go to my next call. If anyone's waiting for the next call, I'm sorry, we're going to be a couple of minutes late. I want to teach you guys something important. Now, if any of you want to jump on OmniSend, you're probably on Klaviyo, and that's okay. If you do want to jump on OmniSend, you can go over to I do have an affiliate link. I don't know if it gives you a discount or not. I'm going to pop it in here. That will get you onto OmniSend. They don't pay me for this. I mean, it is an affiliate link, so I'd get a little bonus if you signed up. But they don't pay me to promote them. I just promote them because they're awesome. So these are my automations here. Hopefully my open rates are better. Okay, we got welcome series 42%, cart abandonment 60, browse abandonment 60, thank you series 70. If you don't have a new customer thank you series, you're leaving money on the table. We've got abandoned checkout 60%. We got a repeat customer thank you at 70% open rate. How did I get my open rates this high? It comes down to having a good domain reputation. So if you want to check out your domain reputation, you can go to postmaster@google.com. You can sign up here. You can see I've got my websites here. Let's have a look, for example, at Stones and Ash. This is one I was showing everyone a few weeks ago. If we look at my domain reputation and we look at the past 120 days, my domain reputation dipped to low and I had a really terrible week that week, like very, very few orders were coming through at all because no one was getting my emails. But I got it to medium and then I got it to high. And I did this in the space. Like I only realized I had a problem around about here. I did this in the space of a week. I got it from low to high in a week. And that pushed my open rates up to like 50, 60%. The way I did that was through, oh, damn, I can't remember now. Yeah, here it is, Warmly. Warmly. Now, this is a cheat code, ladies and gentlemen. This is the cheat code. This will help you immensely. And no, I don't have an affiliate code for Warmly or anything. I don't even know if they do that. So I spent $300 US on their package here. I don't know which email I used to sign in, so just give me a second. I know I'm sharing all my emails with all you guys. Sharing the innards of the business. I bought a seed list. It was $300 US. A seed list gives me 500 emails that you download into a CSV file. And these are special users. I don't know if they're real people. I assume that they're real people, but they're probably using some sort of machine, like some sort of machine in a cloud. Maybe they're from India. But when they get your email, they click on the email, they open the email, they scroll through it, they click on the links, they go to your website, they do things on your website. They don't buy anything because they're not buyers, but they are showing Google that people love your emails. And you do this, you add these into your OmniSend. I always put them into a segment called Warmly. And whatever I send them, they're going to open and click. So I put them through my welcome series. And then I send them campaigns. And I put them through my abandonment series. I warm everything up. It pushes I do it all in separate automations. I would never do it here because if I put all of those Warmly users right into here, my open rate would skyrocket and it'd make my account look better than it is. I don't do that. What I would do is I would actually duplicate my workflow and only send Warmly people into the new duplicated workflow to keep them separate. So otherwise I'm not going to know how well I'm actually doing. Because the only purpose of Warmly is to get this domain reputation up. And Renee, if you did that, and if you could get to 50 to 60% open rates, and you have a thank you series, like inside your thank you series, you want to set expectations for delivery, thank the customer, tell them a bit about you, and make them feel warm and welcome and at home, and then send them other products. And if you have a dog store, you have so many different products that you could be selling to them. All right, guys, I am really out of time here. We've gone way over. But for Theodora and for Abby and Leon, if you can please put these into into Thursday night's call. I will get to your questions on Thursday night first. I apologize for not being able to finish them off, but I got to jump into the next call. I'm already 10 minutes late. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all later.